Big Savage in the building. The grind don't stop unless it kill me. You already know. Welcome to the Savage Nation. And today we got some Warzone 2 gameplay. I've been waiting for it to hit the streets so we can finally look at it and really put an eye onto it. You know, I watched the Call of Duty Next event, and at first I wasn't impressed. But let's see if I can, get a different opinion now. COD is in a dead space right now, and we thirsty waiting for something new to play. So hopefully it's decent, bro.
Baka Bros, you may have heard of them. Not only are they incredible content creators, but in the custom scene, they have been dominant, and they absolutely...
They hackers. Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, there were some audio issues, so you can't hear their communications to each other. You can kind of infer what's happening, but we will be cutting to each POV and kind of seeing each gunfight that they're all getting involved in.
Man, this should be interesting.
And moving through.
30 kills dropped between all the teams. I mean, all the players. I'm tweeting.
And I don't like to talk leaks. I'm not a YouTuber that likes to talk about leaks because I really respect what the developers are working on. Like, I had access to some early
fuck that. Drop that, buddy.
But I didn't want to share it with you because clearly
lay it on us.
Did not want us to have access to it. Someone sent it to me on Twitter. And we've already sent out our critiques on Warzone 2. I'm open to talking about what gameplay changes are likely going to be happening. And the very first change from what we've seen from the streamer and content creator Mw2 is that they are going to be removing the UI for looting that we see right here. So if you guys don't like this, getting into the crate system, and you're used to the normal,
if you don't know, I just played Black Ops 4 again. We basically going back to that system, and Blackout is not too much of a difference. I don't mind the looting system. It's actually kind of better and less cluttered.
Like a vomit out loot, expect that they may have better looting systems heading into Warzone 2.
Yeah.
Little thing. What the heck was that? Did he just get a kill? No, he got an AI kill. That is another leak that has happened, right?
Fucking goofy bots.
That has happened. There's 4 in total. So one is that we have the new looting UI. We're reverting. The second is that AIs are no longer across the map. Okay, so random AIs don't exist across the map. The third change is that the AIs will now only be located in strongholds. So if you want to go to a specific location to, possibly get really badass loot, or you want to shoot some AIs, you can do that there. And then the fourth change is that they're getting rid of perks, and they're bringing back perks in loadouts. Now, I've been a little bit skeptical about perks because I don't like how they balance perks. A lot of time with perks, they do counterplay where it's like someone picks up Dead Silence and the developers are like,
I don't know. It depends on how they bring it back. I wish they bring back perks, but they leave out loadouts. Because in that trip back to Black Ops 4 and Blackout, we had perks, but we didn't have loadouts. And I think that was the perfect balance, because if you find the right perk, you got an advantage for a certain amount of time. And if you use it at the right time, then you good. So, yeah. And then everybody not using the fucking same guns because ain't no loadouts, bro. You got to find all your attachments and shit. It was way better. Way better.
Oh, Dead Silence is balanced because you can use high alert. Like, no, just get rid of Dead Silence. Or like stuns. Yeah, they stun you for 4 seconds, but you can rock battle hardened. Like, no, how about we just make it balanced for everyone and get
right? Why they always trying to make you choose some shit?
Double time, like amped, like I'm trying to think of perks that aren't like really obnoxious to the other player. Like Combat Scout is terrible, right? That really impedes on another player's game. It doesn't empower you. And so I think if they do perks right, it's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm worried. But those are the 4 changes that are supposedly now confirmed, changed from next to now.
All right, so that's all the leaks.
All right, and we can get into it now. We can take a look at, there's still kind of...
I mean, that's pretty much stuff I was expecting, bro. The way the community was reacting, and we already knew they was going to change and bring some of that shit back and all that, so I ain't really tripping on it. The one thing that I don't like, though, is the bots. They tried to sneak the bots in on Fortune's Keep, and it's like, all right, but they kind of annoying, so we'll see if that play out the same in Warzone 2.
Kind of fumbling through this. No one really knows what the meta gun is. No one knows what the meta attachments are, or, even...
I'm trying to chill on pausing, too. This is a long-ass video.
But thank goodness this will be a thing in the past. I'm excited for
AI. The only important moments, I got you.
Incredible. And I hope they don't try to make it all one seamless experience. I want it to be, each one has its own clear-cut identity. So in DMZ, I don't want to be able to run through buildings. I want to be really careful, kind of shouldering. And if you just run in like a maniac, you're going to get destroyed, kind of like you would in something like Escape from Tarkov. I want the AIs to almost be like, not quite aimbot level. Maybe there needs to be some forgiveness, or like maybe certain maps of your DMZ that you load into are more sweaty than others. So that way there's like, you know, a progression, and the more sweaty the map, the more difficult the AI, but the better the loot you can find. I think there's some cool stuff you can
I don't know how to feel about DMZ in the whole, so
DMZ to be a glorified Spec Ops campaign mission that's really
yeah, it might just be like that.
Make it in and out of, unless you run into a player.
Along with DMZ though, we also getting something called raids. It's gonna be like seasonal missions that drop, and you know you can play with like 3 people, I think, co-op. So we'll see how that. I don't know too much about it, but that's about the basics of it. So we'll see how that works too. But you know, more player-based versus AI bot type of fucking gameplay. So who knows, will any of this shit actually be any type of fun? Hopefully it is. And hopefully it's less satanic than skill-based matchmaking.
All right, let's go ahead and roll through. It's nice. We get to see a little bit of the map, but for the most part, what I'm excited to see is the gunplay and how these guys play. And
the map look real familiar.
Down.
Not meta weapons, and time to kill is still looking absolutely
with
menacing.
no attachments, yeah, they still frying.
In here. Did you knock the guy?
So I'm a little bit worried about, right? We don't have slide cancels, which I'm fine. I hate slide canceling. It hurts my hands. I'm over it. But I still want to have a movement meta, and I still want to be able to get my gun up quick and be rewarded. And what worries me is, you know, this guy rounds the corner while Biffle's holding the pre-aim, and he can't even get his gun down to start shooting back in time to kill Biffle, even though he has a plate off on him. So I get a little bit worried that this might just turn into a pre-aim, and then you'll be talking about proximity chat and be like, chow me, brother, just chow me. And no one wants to chow because whoever chows first loses. But hopefully they fine-tune that. They've already made some pretty good adjustments in Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is already what he just explained. Whoever pre-aiming first, you already won. You can already be hurt, bro. If you sitting there, you got the gun up already, you fucking dead, bro. Yeah, man, it's looking like the same thing in Warzone 2. Hopefully they can make the adjustments.
Beta to make things a little bit more playable, and I'm excited to see what it looks like at launch.
I snapshotted. And snapshot him now.
That snapshot look weak as hell.
Yeah, another guy on me.
Might not be as overpowered with this
like this. I mean, obviously Infinity Ward always crushes it when it comes to the sound of the guns, but like the battle rifles, especially the single fire ones.
Oh, they got dome and Warzone.
DMR meta where you can just single.
I just noticed that.
Crazy if you get that headshot multiplier.
That's the dome map. Okay.
The beta was one shot to the head.
I think that kind of confirms that dome Modern Warfare 3 might be coming back remastered in multiplayer as well then.
You could just one tap someone in multiplayer.
That one.
And I think it was like 2 shots to the chest as well. They were pretty gross. But man, what a freaking beautiful map. Keep in mind, some of these guys weren't doing their
does look good.
Like whenever you saw my gameplay, hopefully it was looking pretty crisp on my channel. But dude, I cannot tell you how good the visibility looks when you're trying to scan across the map. Yes, there are trees here and there, but what they've done really well is natural terrain, right? So in previous maps, they just would have made this a flat terrain right here. But what they've done is they've added a lot of little natural ridge lines that provide us hard cover that can't be shot through. Hopefully they figure out the audio, because right now audio with terrain is really bad on Caldera. But it seems like you can hear audio from miles away, which is the way it should be. If we're going to have a fast time to kill, we need to have really blatantly clear audio. And I got to say, I'm impressed. The visibility is great. Some of the modern sections are beautiful. And then all these
I was looking at that building right there too.
Pieces that they're doing just add for so much cover on the map. And it was a blast to play through this map.
Look like a little downtown area right there.
Oh, yeah, sniped in front of us. Big dome. Coming around. No armor.
So
damn.
Like he was moving pretty well. Granted, we can't really tell with controller, right?
Popped.
He's stunned, and he's stunned for a long time. Like he's stunned for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so like 4 seconds as it is in Warzone now.
Them stuns looking OP.
It looks like he's able to move a little bit better than previous Warzone. I mean, you should have an advantage for using.
He did switch guns in between that fight and start shooting the other one too. That was a quick time.
But it shouldn't be a free gunfight win. And we'll have to see how well this is balanced in the main game. Lucky gets downed. Biffle swings in and gets the trade, gets the kill, gets the thirst. And this guy's just a demon, man. He is unbelievably talented.
We got 3 kills right now.
Man. Whether at Apex or Warzone, he's disgusting. And he definitely pops off this game, so you're going to see a lot of his POV going crazy in Warzone 2. Kind of one of the weird things, though, it seems like your parachute...
You get dragged down whenever you parachute.
Yeah, he mentioned it, too. Like, you sink in this game compared to Warzone. Hopefully they fix that, right? I think mobility is...
They're probably going to fix that.
Important for getting around the map, but...
No, they're fighting.
Beware of that when you play Warzone 2. You sink. They do have mounting in this game. As you can see, Hector's mounting right now, but they don't have strafe mounting. Where you
can we get some damn red dots?
Right. I think if you're mounting,
I can't even see what
risk to the reward. Right. The reward is dang near 0 recoil. The risk is that you are stationary. Beforehand, you could strafe mount, and I'm just not a fan.
Also, the mountain you can't move while mounting no more either.
I was using mainly ARs. The people that were using LMGs were frying in Warzone 2. So he's using the wrap LMG right now. And I actually don't know what. I think he used an EMP.
I don't know what that
does. He used an EMP right there, which would have destroyed
I don't know what that does, but...
lethals, tacticals, posted up.
Okay, that EMP look cool.
From my understanding.
Is there a guy in your building, Lucky?
I did have one gun with a red dot.
Work through the new map.
Guess you gotta find the best loot.
It just looks so good, and I mean, you know, when we learn maps,
above me, Lucky.
We learn where everyone likes to camp. Oh my gosh!
Ooh, that Fennec is nasty. Damn.
It's the trade. Nice.
That Fennec going crazy. He came in and saved the day.
And so it's nice to go back and just like not be familiar with the map. You know, the first 3 months of this game is just going to be so incredible. It's going to be right there.
The honeymoon phase is going to be amazing, bro.
I'm just really excited to just have something new to play. And it looks like we're getting rid of that inventory system. So that's nice that we won't have that learning curve.
That's an AI bot.
Damn, they actually have a lot of fucking...
And AIs. Those are going to be gone too.
Got a UAV.
I will say, a lot of people are asking that we revert this game. Or like we delay the game, and I really don't agree with that. I mean, if it's horrendous, I would say yes. Oh no, fuck. Delay it. But honestly, the optimization felt nice. It ran smooth. The gunplay felt incredible. There's just a few things that we need to fix.
But this we're gonna have the same thing as last year. I mean, the last
Warzone 1, like the looting mechanic.
Game.
Some of the movement might take a little bit to figure out, but for the most part, a lot of the stuff that we complained about should be pretty easily fixed. The things that are hard to fix
should be
like the map, which takes months to develop, and they've absolutely crushed the map.
I'm trying to get in that shit.
And if we delay too much, we're gonna end up with a situation like we had with Caldera, where they launch just prior to the holidays. I think they launched Caldera like December. I don't know, like.
Oh yeah, we definitely don't want that.
13 or something.
They ass go on break and shit.
Then all the devs went on break, and so we had. Ricochet was doing all right, but it definitely wasn't to the spec that it is now. And then
Ricochet was on break too.
Textures, glitches, broken
Hackers was having a fucking ball, boy. They had an invisible skin glitch out.
So,
that shit was wild.
A long time, and we did not have the good first impression with Caldera. So
Krampus was on everybody's ass too.
If we have issues, it's going to be nice that it's released in mid-November because it's going to give the developers a lot of time to get stuff locked down.
Stay here. Stand there.
You got 3 kills. Up there go number 4.
Ooh, the Fennec is gross too. Biffle's got the advanced UAV, so he's just literally just looking up in his top left. You can see his eyes, and he's just waiting on the timing for him to come around the corner. He's like waiting. He's seeing him pushing, Okay, he's pushing through the doorway. Now I'm gonna peek. This guy's one of the best players when it comes to like speedball. If you've ever seen people play speedball with radar on, that's literally all they do is they stare up at the top left, like move in their peripheral, and then as soon as they know that person's rounding the corner, then they go to their actual like crosshair. That's going to be one of the interesting mechanics, where right now
Are those all AIs?
there was no UAV in, or there was no Ghost in Warzone 2, but they're bringing perks
no
back.
Ghost.
So hopefully they do perks like they've done
Oh, I thought these were actual players right here, bro.
in the past, where you.
If they bring perks back, I think they should leave it how they had it right here. No Ghost. No Ghost. Nope. No Ghost. Limit this camping. You feel me? UAVs every now and then. Maybe if you find a good one. Yeah. Yeah. But make motherfuckers push these gunfights. Let that be the narrative.
Have to be moving around for Ghost to be active, and you're not just going to be caught off by someone kind of ratting in a corner.
Nah, just take Ghost out in general.
It's going to be loud. So then the players that want to play a little bit more
play devil's
are going
advocate.
to have to play, like, you know, holding a stronghold. They're not just going to be able to sit and get, you know, ratty, cheesy kills shooting people in the back. You can play passive, but you have to, like, play smart, which I'm excited for.
That parkour look like it's gonna take way more time this year.
Plays out. How nice is it not to see people just slide cancel? Why slide cancel?
You gotta actually grab the ledge and then pull yourself up.
Down, you're still aggressive, but when you're not really sure, it's nice to see.
Bro ain't know what to do. He was trying to speed up the movements as with dolphin diving. That shit wasn't working.
You know, a content creator, so they play the game a fair bit amount, and then a lot of them were, you know, pros like Almond, Aiden, Huskers, all those legends. So everyone's playing a little bit cautious. One of the nice things about the game, you can learn the map and things like this right here. Cash registers will always have
money
cash inside of them, so it makes for some very predictable looting patterns.
Okay.
Close to me, close to me. Dead?
No.
That's a wipe.
Pony off.
I see it. This guy's got one. Yeah, that. Yeah. Another one in front of me. Another one in front of me.
AK seemed to be slapping too.
There's a guy here.
That double jump gonna be the thing.
Oh, it's AI. That's so annoying.
AI.
It's like 10 bots in there.
That's looking like the move now. That aim down sight double jump. That shit look like the fastest thing I done seen.
And then from there you buy it. I think based on
Then you stop, do another hop, aim down sight, double jump.
for your gun.
But it sounds like they're getting rid of that. It sounds like they're going back to the traditional loadout system.
Yeah.
I you know, I'm a little bit back and forth on the loadout system.
No,
right?
we don't need them
The
shits.
pros of not having loadout are you don't have to worry about leveling up a new gun every single week, right? Whenever the meta changes and the patch notes hit, you're just picking up whatever you're using on the ground,
Okay,
and you take the better weapons off your opponents.
Even if we don't have
Right.
that makes it 10 times better.
On top of that, it makes it to where not everyone is running around with the perfect zero recoil, fastest TTK gun in the game. Right?
Exactly.
The biggest complaint we have is like, oh, the Bryn meta, the DMR meta. If those guns are rare and you kill that person, then you take that gun off of them. But where things get really kind of twisted is, I understand it is the heart and soul of Battle Royale Warzone, right? We know getting loadouts is part of our fundamental gameplay experience.
No, go back to blackout like I
A
explained.
loop of trying to get their loadout and using that.
We don't need that
specific
shit.
gun
We
as
didn't
that
have it
gun.
at first.
Enemy.
It's cool. Make a certain game mode for that or something.
I'm just happy to play something new.
I'm healing.
I will say the mantle actually works great in this game. There are a lot of times you're jumping up the buildings where normally you feel like you couldn't reach and you're like reaching for it, and somehow your arm just extends and grabs onto it. Auto mantle is still an issue, but mantling on the textures, they did the textures.
I don't
right.
mantle an issue.
Oh, he's cracked.
Kinda figured.
Went down low.
So let's see, Biffle's on 6 right now. There's
I had
29
issues
players
with that in
left alive.
multiplayer.
What these circles mean right here is that this game split into, you know, if this is a circle, it's split into the 3 circles, and then all of this is gas. And so what that means is he has 7 squads in his circle and 14 people alive. Now, that circle is not guaranteed to happen every single time. That is a random in-game event.
Okay.
That only happens.
That's gonna be a cool little switch up.
But I imagine it's somewhere along.
Remember
the
they
lines
first said
of,
the split
50%,
circle thing.
30%, something along those lines.
Something new, different, but I think it'll be dope.
I'm about to kill him. Yeah, there's self-res in his
Definitely gonna randomize
The
shit.
nice thing about self-res is you can. I'm pretty sure you can hold
There was more people
multiple
fighting.
self-revives. Just like that is one thing. I'm not excited for them to
Oh,
get.
you get multiple
I'm about
self-revives?
to kill him.
You know,
Yeah,
this
there's self-res
system,
in his bot.
because you know, if we can figure it out where we can still have a backpack but get rid of this awkward looting system, kind of like Fortnite. Like Fortnite, you have your backpack down on the bottom right, but you're not getting stuck in this bag inventory system like you are in Apex and Blackout. If we can have this bag system where I can hold 2 stems and maybe, you know, I really don't like holding ammo. Like just let me walk over ammo. I don't think we need to hold ammo. I think that's annoying. Same thing with gas masks.
That's
Let
a
me
fact.
just hold 1 gas mask and put it right here. Same thing with self-revives. Don't replace it. Just give me the self-revive right here. But if we can use utility and I can have like...
Yeah, that's the part I don't know about.
gas grenades or like smoke grenades if I need to make a cross out in the open. Or maybe I want to get put up in a power position. I want 2 claymores. Like, I think that backpack system could make for some really great, you know, long-term planning.
And Blackout, the ammo system with the backpacks was a little better.
And stun the last guy 10 times. Or if you want to play more tactical and have, you know, kind of an out for every situation, I think the backpack could play for some really cool gameplay. But we just got to figure out the UI and simplify the things that are nice. Like picking up ammo is, you know, that was one of the best things that I hated about Blackout, that I enjoyed about Warzone 2, was I never had to play looting simulator for ammo.
There was more people fighting.
I don't know. I think backpacks should have a specific spot for ammo, bro.
So good.
For every type of ammo, you got 1 slot, and you can like max it up.
Biffles
It's
on
just that
7.
simple. You gotta make shit complicated.
You got to point out the lighting in these buildings are pretty solid. And in a lot of previous games, these would be really tough to see through. But even in the dark corners, the dark isn't that dark.
We'll see about that.
And then Hector's on
Let's go,
3.
let's go.
These were the previous 3 circles. And now it pulls to Al Malik International. So the nice thing
they
about
all
this, right?
come
So let's say
together.
the circle is
Aha!
centered up around hydroelectric.
That's gonna be
and there's
kinda
one
cool.
big building that someone could be camping on. They did their recons or whatever it may be, and they're just posted up there, sitting on the high ground, sniping off. What could be nice is now all of a sudden the circle pulls here, here, and here, and so the guys who are otherwise sitting center zone are now forced to learn how to rotate in you know an unplanned way. And it can help pull some of those people who are center zone campers.
Right, that's true.
Or if you're on the other side of the zone and you would otherwise be forced into someone, who knows, the zone may pull back to you. Just a little bit of RNG to mix up the game. I don't think it's a horrible mechanic. I think it's a nice little change up, kind of like fire sales and stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta always be ready to rotate. Stay on point.
I don't want to say loadouts, but there's custom guns.
Don't get too comfortable.
That's a good
I
looking
like
gun.
that.
I hadn't seen that. He's got a flip up hybrid, like suppressed M4.
Yeah, that joint look kind of mean. I'm glad I'm starting to see some more scopes out here.
We get to see that
I was seeing a lot of iron sights at first.
I don't like the bots. It kind of throws off the flow of the game.
Unfortunately, those are gone. According to Metaphor, which is a leak, but not really a leak.
I don't like that they don't
more of a
come out
gameplay
on
balance.
UAVs. I don't like that they do come out on UAVs.
Thing that I feel comfortable talking about.
I don't like the bots either.
Because we've already seen the game and seen the mechanics. And I think it's a change everyone wants. The more that, you know, we can...
No, that looks like a real guy.
I honestly think leaks like that are good because it's going to get people excited for the game.
Blow that tower, blow.
Knocked one, knocked one. Team wipe, team wipe.
Right? If they waited, you know, if we waited all the way until Warzone 2 to find out about all this stuff, I think people would be a little bit more skeptical. And if we can find out, like, hey, all these requests that we're asking for, like the new looting, the bringing perks and loadouts back, that's gonna bring up our anticipation for the game. So whether or not Raven Software or Activision or Infinity Ward like it, I think it's actually better for their game at launch that someone like Mw2 is releasing that stuff. That's
Pros
one of
and
the few
cons.
instances where I'm okay with leaks, just out of respect for developers. I think this is actually a
I'm
big
pro
W
league though.
to let them
'Cause
know
we
that,
need
hey,
to know
Let's take
community
zone.
is listening, or they're listening
as a
to the
community.
Let's go to hangars. Terminal type shit.
Oh no, I hadn't seen it before, boys. There's an air traffic control tower and it looks huge. No. Hopefully there are multiple.
I'm
ways
like,
out
hold on,
there.
what are you talking
We don't
about?
have redeploy balloons in the game right now.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
them boys
yeah,
gonna be
we'll
back
have to see about that
sniping.
one.
I'm
In
down.
the
No,
zip
let's
line,
get
is it a
zone
zip
already.
line right
We got
there?
1 minute.
See, even just little stuff like that, where you otherwise would be trapped, just that little, trench to your lower left, the crater. They do a lot of little things to make sure you have nice pieces
The
of
covers,
cover in
okay.
between rotations. Like this could have easily, like it was in Verdansk, been a completely open airstrip with maybe a couple of those little triangle anti-tank things. But no, they're giving us truck to truck to truck to truck that you can actually rotate through. You can tell they're thinking forward. And a lot of the same things with getting onto high grounds too is like you can tell, hey, there are multiple points of entry here. You can jump on top of this to get to this.
Here. Yeah, this building. 3. Hold on. They probably have this.
So they want a lot of more strategical camping. That's what it's looking like.
I will say the gas was actually pretty good.
Yeah, they stummy.
It's out.
Oh, was that a gas
When it gets
grenade?
out of the gas, it goes away. There isn't that residual coughing and haze.
Yeah,
that
that
actually
was-
goes
that
away
was
pretty
dope.
quick. So I'm glad they reworked that.
That wasn't that bad.
I'm playing so fucking scared.
Everyone's playing
Alright,
scared on the
but we gotta
map.
be careful, brother. Behind us on the wall. Weak.
See that little double jump? Everybody doing it. The only move you see everybody using the best.
I gotta say, man, this event was so well done.
Push, close.
All
Back it up a
the
little bit.
all the PCs,
I can airstrike
the
him, I can airstrike
audio.
him, I can airstrike him.
You had to be good to set up your own audio, because it was definitely a struggle to balance with all the background noise.
Wanna push up?
But man, getting every creator out there into their own hotel room, they crushed it. They absolutely crushed it.
Nah, they fucked up because I ain't getting no
Super
invite.
privileged. I still rip the game apart, right? You've seen me rip it apart in previous videos, but I will say from
I
a
would have ripped it
logistics
apart too.
standpoint,
Shit.
it was unbelievable.
Oh, we got terminal. I knew that though. Look good in there.
Oh, you have.
I heard the shard. Oh, it's proximity chat. Oh, fuck, that's what we do. I heard the shard. He's close.
Rooftop them.
Oh, you called that rooftop?
I'll be honest, that's a voice I don't want to hear. Destroy and Z-Laner, that is not a voice that I want to hear when I'm on the map, I'll be honest. I'm pretty confident in my gunny. But that is not a gunfight I'm trying to take. Oh, no, he
Oh,
dolphin
that was
dived
a
on the
badass
ledge.
dive.
Did you jump down? Oh, you scum.
I don't know how he wasn't dead, bruh.
He just left D up there.
Yeah.
So they've reworked the fall damage mechanic in this game where he actually didn't need to pull his shoot there. Where, beforehand it was if you fell over 13 meters, you would instantly die, right? And if you fell at 12 meters, you would take 0 damage. Now it's like if you fall 10 meters, you'll take a smidge of damage. And I don't know what the threshold is, but you take partial fall damage now, which hopefully means we can fall from greater distances without
That should be
breaking our
cool.
legs.
That should be cool. Fall damage.
Down one. I down one of them. You want me to go up? You want me to go up?
Do it, Hector!
Yeah, go your ass up there.
Do it!
I'm going. It, boys. Down him. No. I got him.
Who's that error code?
Flying in. I got the guy
Gunned.
flying in.
Dude,
He's
they shot
hacking!
down there 4 times.
I'm getting sniped from the
Beaming their ass out the air, boy. Damn.
And it was so tough to hear. Even though the audio is good, we're not playing at our home setups. It's so noisy. So even if the audio is good, you're not hearing a dang thing. Like when it comes to like discrete footsteps.
The guy in front of me right here.
That movement was actually kind of nasty. Just the idea that you could like, you know, dolphin dive from cover to cover was pretty sweet.
Go for it.
Yep, that's gonna be the new tactic too.
My game's glitching. Yeah, I do it. One shot. No.
The mount mechanic, man. The mount. I still don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not gonna. I don't know. You're gonna have to mount with that recoil.
There still is no indication. You'll have precision airstrike, which, like, come on, boys. Like,
right, but where's it coming from?
An inch above my crosshair? No, get this thing like up here. We're fine. Okay.
Exactly.
Second thing, you still get.
It's going through his scope.
But I really wish they would just put like a indicator or something on the map, because the amount of times you have no noties.
They did for the King Kong and Godzilla event.
And the fact that it's an instant kill is just.
Precision, backing up.
I've never been a fan of how they've done the precision airstrike.
Yeah.
I understand there's realism aspects to it and whatnot, but with all the no-noties and the fact that it's one hit, one kill, I was thinking they would have done something kind of like Gibraltar in Apex. Whenever he calls his ult, you can see like the red circles where it's about to fall.
I have recon drone I could call in after.
I think that could help.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but King Kong and Godzilla event is a better example if you a Warzone player.
Oh my gosh. Thank goodness the gas mask works.
Just have it pop up on the map. It should be that easy, bro.
Because your airstrike will still push them out of cover. You can kill them while they're in cover. If they're down and you put an airstrike on them, they're dead either way.
Of course, put a little delay on it, though.
I got self. Just watch
But yeah.
They were kind of in the blink. Ooh.
At ground to get the dub. It's the last circle.
Yeah, one they self. I don't know where you got.
Oh, that was Cloaksy.
Spike. Tap fast. I got one.
Yeah, I think, what, 5 people left?
Oh my god, D's got a clutch. That's Cloaksy.
1v1.
Cloaksy's dead. Swag's full dead. Oh no, 5 bullets and he's challenging this with a Finnick.
Too easy. What I to do with that?
Dude, I thought he was gonna throw down the so in his lower right, Zuma.
And look, got both teams.
They have the deploy
carry.
Decoy. I thought he was gonna throw that down and like finesse him somehow.
Can you buy some?
That was huge. 1v2 against Nick Mercs and Swag.
Yeah, swag it up out of there.
Yeah, that's where people get confused, right? Because they're trying to pick up a 3 armor plate.
I thought that was
What
the
they
last
need
2
is
people.
more armor
Some
plates,
more
not the
people
vest.
allowed though.
Yo, the car. Shoot the car.
Wait, they're in like.
I'm get on this rooftop still.
And they driving around in the truck and shit.
It's like a turtle.
Who was that?
He's weak in there. Jumped out.
No, courage.
Another one in there.
I'm surprised he's not plating.
Oh, they in the gas. Yeah, it's over with.
Yeah, no, he's bottom up right here. Right here.
Nice shot.
Hey, I'm dropping down, boys, I'm dropping down. In the car. Down one.
Ooh.
So Hector also has a cluster. If you saw in the bottom right.
Oh yeah, that cluster bomb. I use that in multiplayer.
Drop that and it blows up vehicles as they come by.
Down one.
Not just vehicles.
In the car.
Basically, I do work.
Jumped out, dead.
And then one in the turret.
There's one guy left. In storm.
There you go. Oh.
Tiffany.
Oh. That victory screen looking good too.
That's actually crazy. That's the first time I watched it. Alright, so if you want to check out any of these guys, they will.
Interesting. So How's looking at y'all, man? I had to run it back one more time. Warzone 2. I think, a lot of the complaints everybody had, they gonna, fly right under the water. We gonna be good, bro. We gonna be good. That was looking dope. I'm already back excited for it. So, let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. Welcome to the Savage Nation. And you already know. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
I hate Nashi.
I spent the light 10. I got the pipe in. Gon' spin a block, no type in. I just want the face like we Skype in. Can't cut no hoe, they be trifling.